Hey, friends and family from Ronny's Farm to Table. It's a new background that you see here. That's actually the back compound on the old farmhouse where my dad lives in. And then look at those icicles here. Isn't that amazing? And usually the back compound is for Kaiser and little Lucy to go out during the night or during the day so they can do their business out here. But it's something I wanted to show you is up there actually. Look at those trees. The hoarfrost is just sticking around since over a week. And actually there's a hoarfrost layer on top of a hoarfrost layer. How amazing is that? I'm probably gonna go outside quick on the other side of those compound and take a picture of it so you guys can see it. But look at those icicles, wow. We are about single digits during the night. During the day we go up to 10, 15 degrees. So, and it's gonna be all week like this, so. Alrighty, today is a big cleaning day again. Let's wet clean everything. I'm contemplating if I should clean the grow tent or not. I will decide that when I'm in the barn, so let's go check it out. So guys, I'm outside on the other side of the old farmhouse. And boy, it's pretty. Look at that. Just all the hoarfrost everywhere. I'm also gonna attach a couple cool pictures. The giant cottonwoods, they're all covered behind me here. So pretty, very unusual. Usually we have a lot of winds because we are in the flatlands of the Red River Valley here. So I don't get to see too often hoarfrost sticking around this long. So pretty, amazing. I will attach a couple more pictures and let's get into the barn. See you there. Hey friends, we are outside. I know we were very close to the barn going inside checking up on the mushrooms, but here we are on the passive heat tent. We haven't seen that for a while because there was a bunch of snow on top of the roof and it all came down here recently. So I'm gonna swipe off the snow that's on top of it. And if you have not heard about my passive heating tent, it's basically a plastic sheet that goes around all around there where my air intake system is with my heat exchange system. Because Minnesota is getting really cold, and my thought is having this plastic structure on top of my heat intake and then a whole bunch of black things on it and then even a black wall that the sun can heat up the air in it, and then the warmer air will be pumped in versus the cold air that's all around here. So let's open it up and then get inside the barn, all right? So folks, are you guys ready to check out the growing tins? They're full and there's stuff growing already in there, and I kind of have to figure out the lighting thing because right now I only have one lamp that's in here and I always have to plug it into this outlet every time I go in. Because the red light is really hard to see when you're in there, and probably in one of my earlier videos you kind of can see it, and I immediately realized that I have to have a white light in there to show you guys what's going on. Another thing, I really like this piece here, the heart of the Berliner room as I call it now. It's just this little art piece down there that's rose marling, and rose marling is a very Scandinavian art, and there are many different styles which are region specific. I didn't even know about it. I learned about it just a couple of years ago, and I really love that. It's such a nice centerpiece to look at, and it's so important, this whole system here where the air goes out and the fresh air comes in. I really like it. It makes me always happy to go in here. So, before we can go in these grow tents, however, we do have to go in our sterile lab outfit and get completely sterilized, every surface on us, wear gloves and all these kind of things. So, hold on a second, I'm going to do my costumes change. Well, let's check out tent number one. Woo! Let's go. right up here you can see immediately the pink oysters, and they look so happy. Oh, it's good to see them back and being happy. Last time they were not as pretty, you know, before I did all my switch over here. We have about 72 degrees usually in here. And look at those. Oh, they're all little happy guys. Huh. That one just looks beautiful too. Yep, yep. Looking all good. Then down here we have, I think those are white oysters. Yeah. The Italian summer white oysters. They have not seen much activity yet. There's a little bit coming. And there you can actually see the, let me focus it on it. There you can see the pinning happening on this. Let me click switch over here. So those are all coming and pretty happy. Alrighty, let's close up this tent and let's head over into the other one. So there's a quest for you guys. How should we name those tents? There's one right next to the flag, and then there's the other one. You guys can think about the names in the Berliner room for those tents, alright? Let's go check out what's going on in here. Alright. We have here, I think those are part of the Papilloni mushrooms down here. Yeah, it must be part of all of these. There's some activity, but not as much. And they look not very active in the mycelium region. But they had to be planted. They're all over a month old. Not very happy with those guys. But when we look down here, we have the golden oysters. And when we swoop over here, look at this guy. He's coming. He looks happy. I don't see any contamination issues happening here. So things are good. That's the update from the grow tents. So the Berliner room is wet mopped and cleaned everything. And usually what I do, I clean out this bucket very thoroughly before I even use it. Then I put a bleach solution in it. And then the first couple times I go inside these tents here and mop the bottom floor out because of the humidifier. You know, all the water, humidity, it all sinks down and it collects on the bottom. Same with this tent too. So what I usually like to do once a week or several times a week, depending how wet it is on the bottom, is just to mop it out with bleach pretty quick and make sure it's clean. And then I clean the floor here too. The problem is this floor is kind of a weird color and you can see little micro dust particles still sitting around. I wish it would be all beautiful beige colored clean, but it is chemically clean. It's went over with bleach, but like look over here, it still looks dirty and I cannot do anything about it. So I know I did a lot of work on it. It's not very gratifying looking at it afterwards because it doesn't look super clean as much as I wish it would look like that. So folks, I'm gonna go quick to town. I will record that trip to town and then I probably will see you later tonight when the full moon is out. Alrighty, see you then. folks, it's mighty cold out here. We are below zero. As a little goodbye gift I'm giving you guys is my wife kulning. It's an ancient Scandinavian art of singing to cows so they come to you. So my wife will sing to the moon for you guys.